have made a commitment to amplify Black voices and change makers. As part of that commitment, we are saluting visionaries who are finding innovative ways to be the difference. My next guest is a mama and nurse who went for a simple walk in her Baltimore neighborhood and stumbled upon an abandoned park. But instead of avoiding it, she immediately saw its potential and set about to transform the land for her entire community. Take a look.
Bliss Meadows is 10 acres of an urban farm and forest located in Northeast Baltimore City. Our mission is to really re-engage and reconnect Black, Indigenous, and people of color to nature. We've been able to teach our neighbors where their food comes from, about the urban wildlife that lives near our homes, and how much joy can be found in the city's woods.
I remember when I was a kid, I didn't really see too much in the way of animals outside of pets. And this is really what I want to be around. It's so important.
This year we're going to continue growing and showing people what it means to harvest your own fruits, vegetables, and care for yourself.
Throughout the pandemic, we were able to distribute over 22,000 pounds of food to our neighbors in need. And that's what we're building here at Bliss Meadows.
Please, everybody, welcome the woman behind Bliss Meadows, Atia Wells. Give it up! Hi, Atia.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
I'm good. I want to go on walks with you and then like start whole things. Like you're a very productive walker. Is that how you discovered it? You were just taking a normal walk through your neighborhood?
Yeah, well, actually, I was enrolled in a naturalist training course, and one of the tenets of that course was that I need to find somewhere close to my home that I can be close to and sit and observe nature. And so I pulled my house up on Google Maps, and when I zoomed out, I saw this park around the corner from me, and I was like, I live on the busiest street in Baltimore City. There are no parks around here. And so I took a walk around the corner and I actually found it. And I was like, oh my gosh, we have woods. And I thought, maybe I had fallen down and bumped my head and crossed into Narnia or something. And I was like, we have to, I was like, we have to protect this land. Like, it must be saved from development. And we need to create a space for our community to really come together and have, accessible green space.
Absolutely. I am like, when I go outside and if I'm in nature and there's no city, there's no buildings around, it's like I feel like sometimes the only time I feel peaceful. Like I am just like everything is still. It's very therapeutic. Just like hearing birds, hearing streams, like hearing all of that. Like it sounds like I'm just like a walking call map or something. But like I love being in nature. I think it's so rejuvenating. But the park serves the community in several ways. So can you walk us through them?
Yeah, absolutely. So altogether, we have a 10-acre land reclamation project. And so 7 acres of that is the park. And then 2.5 acres of it is the urban farm that we started a farm. We have chickens, goats, and rabbits, and we grow produce for our neighbors because we live in a food desert, which means, we only have one grocery store, although we're the largest neighborhood in Baltimore City. And so we really wanted to get access to fresh and healthy fruits and vegetables for our neighborhood. And so we talk about and we educate about the environment, animal husbandry in the city, how food looks like when it's growing out of the ground, and urban wildlife. We have like foxes and herons and deer and everything that comes through our site. And it's really amazing to sort of see people connect with these things in a way that they usually don't, because this land had been vacant for so long. It was sort of donated to the city in the 1970s and it just sat there. And so nobody, even the people who live across the street, had, come to see what was there. And there's like a pond, there were 2 ponds, there's the woods, there's, all these amazing things, all the birds and everything that a lot of people just, kept walking by and didn't really know what was happening.
I know, it's kind of like a little secret garden you have like right in the city. That's amazing. I'm a total child at heart. It's still a work in progress, I know, but isn't it already kind of making a difference? Aren't you already seeing a difference in your community?
Yeah, absolutely. You just showed that, we were able to distribute over 22,000 pounds of food to our neighbors. And that was really a space for us to sort of engage with our community and, ask them questions about the space and how they envisioned themselves using it. And if they've ever been there and, what kind of programs they wanted to see, what were they excited about, what the kids were excited about. So, that has been happening. As well as, we needed help building our chicken enclosure, and we put a call out for some volunteers. And I wasn't expecting a lot of people to show up because we were in the pandemic, but like at least 50 people showed up to help us put up this chicken enclosure. And they also helped us build like benches, and they helped us spread mulch, and they helped us seed the meadow. And it was like, just wow factor. It was so amazing to see like our community really coming together to use this space and to just be a part of what's happening there.
I mean, what a beautiful thing to be happening in such a hard time for so many, like financially, emotionally, mentally. Like, what a cool thing to feel like, you know, you get to be a part of, and you show up and you build something like for your own kids or nephews or whatever to be playing at. That's so cool. We also have some of the volunteers from Bliss Meadows joining us. So everybody, let's welcome Jordan, Erica, and her daughter Sage. Give it up. Woo! Well, Jordan, I'll start with you. You manage the farm and the park and really involve the kids, right?
Absolutely. We love having the kids out in the farm. They come by just about every day. It's warm weather to help with the weeding. They love to gather some of the eggs for themselves and even come play with the goats. And it's just a fantastic thing to see so many kids and even adults too, to come out and just really connect with the earth.
Absolutely. Well, Sage, first of all, you look great. I love your hair. I love your outfit. You look super cute. And I hear that there are goats at the farm. So do you know any of the goats' names?
What are the goats' names?
Wiggle, Bagel, and Loki.
Oh, and Loki?
And Wiggle and Loki are like twins.
Oh, they're twins. Oh, well, right on. There's still a lot more you want to do, right, Atia, with Bliss Meadows?
Oh my gosh, there's so much that we want to do. So we have the house that we purchased that we're in the process of renovating. It was a vacant house as well. It's been vacant for at least 20 years, so the neighbors tell me. And so we're working on renovating that. You see the hole in the roof is falling down. There's a lot of work to do with that. We want to build in some trails inside of the park so that it's more accessible to our neighbors. We want to get a nature play space built into the park so that the kids can come and have some sort of places to interact. And, you know, we really want to be a community resource and really engage Black and brown people in the environment, despite, you know, their fears and their narrative, in the narrative that like Black people don't camp, Black people don't like to hike. So we want to push back and reframe that narrative. And we also are, one of our main goals is to really showcase how, you know, things can happen. You can create change with just an idea in your mind. Like, I remember when this was just an idea and I was turned to everybody and was like, wouldn't it be nice to have? And then, you know, we started making it a reality, and it's just been amazing to witness the growth and to witness everyone who wants to be a part of our growth and our story. And I'm just so appreciative and thankful of everyone and everything.
Yeah, and what an amazing thing for, you know, Sage and other little kids that are going there to see, like, you know, what a dreamer can do, like what you're capable of, and all the change that you can make and all the ripples that you can, you know, affect. And I just think it's an amazing thing what you did. And just from a simple walk, everybody get out and walk more. Let's change everything. Sprouts Farmers, yeah, I'm just saying. Well, Sprouts Farmers Market is where goodness grows as well. And it's the home of the most delicious fresh fruits and veggies nature has to offer. And the Sprouts Healthy Communities Foundation fosters goodness in local communities by supporting organizations that promote fresh food access and nutrition education. So to help transform the house at the Meadows into a space where the community can learn about growing and eating healthy food, they are giving Backyard Base Camp $25,000. How's that sound? Wait, Jordan, that was the greatest thing ever. Jordan's head went like this, and then his screen just went blank.
I didn't change the screen, I assure you, but it is pretty fitting.
No,
Oh,
is it?
wow, that's
Hopefully
amazing.
that helps y'all. Is the house you're talking about the one that we saw in the video? That little house?
Yeah, with the hole in the roof. And
Yeah.
that's it.
I'll tell you what though, what an adorable little house. Like, that's gonna be really cool and really, like, especially if y'all make it up and it kind of keeps that kind of nostalgic feel of it. It's a beautiful thing that you're doing for the community. I hope all of that comes true. I know that you and your community can get it done. Everybody, God, 50 people show up just to build a chicken coop. Imagine another mud kitchen. Like, imagine what you could do with that park. It's amazing. Well, thank you so much, everyone. We love what you're doing in your community, and we hope this sets off a positive domino effect in other communities as well. Yep, I'm still here, just waiting for you to subscribe. If you don't, I'll be trapped in this box forever. Ah.